Today I want to talk with you about Azeztulite. Azeztulite is a real famous stone, or became famous in the last time, more famous. And there is a general misconception with this stone. The misconception is that it is a stone from some extraterrestrial beings, which is just not true. There is a mass of a other planet and a sun. All these masses which hit the Earth created this stone called generally Azeztulite, but there is actually a better name for it, or at least I think it's a better name. It's called Azeztulite. Why Azeztulite? There would be the option to call it maybe Gaira Azeztulite or something in that manner, because the spirit that is inside the stone is not only Gaia essence, or all planets and suns are essence in their core nature. What is essence? Essence is a type of spirit that is highly condensed compared to normal spirit. Okay, so essence is condensed and stronger than general spirit. And okay, and not that to be spirit or essence that there is any other different than the power level. So there's nothing, or maybe the type of spirit they are. So maybe they are essence in the field of human spirit, or they are in the field of planetary spirit, or in that case, in planets there are always essence. There's always an essence. And as I told you before, an essence is a spirit that is more condensed of a certain type. So you need essence spirit type in planets, plants. There were also only essence in animals. And yeah, so you generally had essence beings in planets, suns, plants, animals, and that is a real big place. You also have essence in humans, of course, and of course also in Fae. Yes, Fae is a spirit type. It's like a body type in a way. Funny though, essence or human and Fae essence or spirit is relatively similar. The energy is like, if you would look at it as in a color spectrum, it would be, these two colors would be like right next to each other, almost seemingly overlapping. This is how similar Fae energy is to human energy or human spirit. So yeah, to get back to Azeztulite and the misconception about Azeztulite, there is like this thought of some extraterrestrial beings or something brought this stone to this planet, which is not true. The stone came after the explosion, and spirit on the spirit realm, or on the dimension where we live as spirit, moved this debris of, or the remnants, or the debris of the explosion of the planet and the sun to this planet. So this is not something. This is, you could say, you could argue with me that the part of that like spirit beings, as this person created the story, brought them here. Yeah, in a way it was like spirit, not in body, helping some parts of this material come to this planet. So maybe the person just interpreted in the wrong way, because as he or she, I don't really remember, said that these beings brought that here, and they could move like without spaceship or something. And that was really funny, because these are indicators of spirit, which is like, and funny enough, a lot of beings that are in spirit form or in our natural form, without body, without a flesh suit, get misunderstood for like interdimensional beings. Yeah, they are in a way interdimensional, because they exist on the root plane of our existence, or the ground, the earth on which, or the substrate on which this three-dimensional flesh dimension or place, part of creation. So for me, even when I listened to the story he was telling, he just, or she just seemed like not really clear about what he or she saw. So if a student of mine would tell me that if they saw this, then I would encourage them to look again and look again, and get a better feeling and a better grip on what they are seeing. How does it feel? Can you touch it only with your spirit, or can you touch it, or would you be able to touch this being with your body? All these kinds of things are really important, and they may help you to understand the vision you saw. So be like a true scientist when you view stuff, when you're going out and just see stuff for yourself. Be really clear-minded. And a method I like to do is I like to clear myself. By the way, we can do this right now. Clearing my energy works like this. I build a sphere around my head, boom, and then I pull it off. It feels like I'm like scraping off everything that's not needed. Then I have this between my hands, the sphere, with all the energy that I don't want attached to me. Then I just either leave it to error in the field, or I take care of it myself. Depends on what's happening. So yeah, so as we clear ourselves, I like to just center myself, do some little breath exercise or something like nose in, mouth out, and do this like with a stomach extension or flexation, or like using more your stomach to breathe or your abdomens rather than your chest area, right? You can breathe like this. Even nose in, mouth out. To breathe in, nose in, and breathe out through the mouth. But it's rather shallow. So I want to get a deep breath, not by forcing it, but by having a point of reference, or a like when I do like deep breathing, I think deep, or my attention is going down. It walks like down to the place, to my center. Some people call it dantian when you're like a tai chi, when you sometimes had some exchange with the Chinese culture, or with like tai chi or Chinese martial arts in general. Then you would call it like dantian, which is the middle point. But just generally speaking, just try to clear your head, clear yourself from the emotions, from other energies. Then go into your center, and this is like your reference point, your 0 point. Like, okay, this is like no influence. Okay, or at least cutting outside influences. Okay, now I relax and look at something I want to see. Then I see, I get maybe an image, maybe a feeling, maybe even like a smell or something. And then I go back. I go back to the still point, back to a point where I can take a reference and look at what I saw and how I felt before. And then I have these two states I can compare. And this is a way I like to do a lot of my energy work, and especially when I try to be really precise in my energetic work. It's like a scientist who goes through his trials. He has to create a situation that is recreatable for everybody. And I try to do it like this because, or not I try, I do it like this because for me, in my scientific understanding, this is the way to go. To clear yourself, would be like setting your how do these things, your measurement instrument to a state where it can get all of the signals, get everything it needs to. Then just let the signals in, then close it, review the signals, compare them to before, and then maybe do this process to connect to something and regroup yourself and see and compare. You can do this many, many times. Okay? This is important because generally the more you do it, the clearer your picture gets. At least this is my experience, and I would love to hear your experiences and techniques you do. Just I would love to exchange some knowledge that you so far have, which may help me do my work. I'm always interested in exchanging knowledge and growing as a community, as a group of spiritual-minded people, like I like to say in the in the little box. This is a digital campfire for people who would like to know more about their selves, their spirit, how, like general esoteric knowledge. Esoteric means nothing else than to know or to get to know more about yourself, how you work, how the brain works, how the body works, how the spirit works, how energy works. All these different things are in esoteric knowledge, generally speaking, or at least this was a word frame to try to have it all these concepts in one. And I like the general outlook of this theory. I don't know if somebody could call what I do esoteric. I think it has, at least from the general understanding of it, similarities, of course, because to get to know yourself is also a part of the martial art, and not only the martial art, but more than martial, it's a spiritual art. And spiritual meaning you have to hone your spirit. We train in Systema, we train the spirit generally even more than the body, because with a strong spirit you get a strong body naturally. So just wanted to clear the stuff about Azeztulite up. If you know anybody who knows the Azeztulite stone and maybe needs some knowledge, send him a link. And enjoy your time. Oh, by the way, you get some Azeztulite, the in my opinion more fitting name for Azeztulite, because there is the strongest essence, planetary essence you can find. And or universal essence you can find in creation. So enjoy the energy. Maybe start calling it Azeztulite, because it's, at least in my opinion, maybe after you heard this, you're the same opinion, or at least try to feel it and see for yourself how you would call the stone. By the way, we have some Azeztulite right around the store. You can find all the stuff down below in the description, where you get a link to our Etsy shop, where we got all the Dragon Egg Star Azeztulite, which is also another more highly potent variant of this mineral, and the spirit inside. So fun times. By the way, we are getting more and more. We're expanding our product palette even more. So cheers to you guys. Have a good day. Enjoy good stone energy. See you. Cheers.